Capricorn, I think you are maybe curious about something. I don't know why, but as soon as I decided that I was going to do the Capricorn reading next, just got real like curiosity. It's that feeling of curiosity, like what's going on? Let's see what the cards say. Okay, golden place in the reverse and stuck in the mud is automatic when I open the deck. I think you could be like kind of wondering about how someone unstuck themselves. Like when people are like, oh, go un-F yourself, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here. It's like you're not really in the most maybe great place at the moment and you don't really feel stuck in the mud, or you're wondering how that happened because there was this feeling of curiosity. It's kind of peeking its little head through the veil there. I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is number 52. The Magical Map Shifter, which is the actual title of this deck. I think you're trying to figure something out. Either how to get to a golden place where you don't feel stuck, or how someone did. When people are like, "Did you see how I did that? Did you see what I did there?" It's not like in a "I know what you did last summer" type of way. It's like a kind of a more crafty as in like magician type way. So goblins in the reverse. This is number 5. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so number 5 is oftentimes just, knowledge. You don't know how someone did something. You don't have, it's like, Mahalia has a song called I Know What You Did. I know, I know, I know. And then she's like, I want to talk about it, but I know that you don't. I feel like you are the one that wants to talk about it. I feel like whoever you're dealing with does not. Not in a bad way. I just feel like that's what I mean by like, it's kind of this like something transpired and you have no earthly clue. Like, how the heck did you do that? How did you know that? How did you, look, you just like, someone rescued themselves from being attacked by goblins almost, or like if let's say you've got a whole bunch of goons after you. This map shifter has been saved from the goblins and rescued, right? And there's this, you might be dealing with a Virgo. I did hear myself say magician a moment ago, but there's this hot air balloon that keeps moving closer and closer and closer and closer. Okay. There's a waterfall, and this person is looking at this light tower that is kind of, for a lack of a better phrase, like has a whole bunch of steam emitting from the top of it. Okay. There's also a lady standing in the doorway of the arch right there, as the water is like, she's like posed in the arch of the water and just kind of standing there enjoying the spray. I don't know if that's like a vent, like a heat tower, I'm seeing a vent at the bottom of the ocean for some reason. You know how there's like, oh, never mind. I'm not even gonna go there. Let's not say this is in the bottom of the ocean. Let's just say that this is like a chimney. Okay. But it's almost like someone figured out how to spout water out the chimney. I don't know why I'm seeing the water as going both directions right now, being inverse. Yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know why that imagery specifically. Oh, that's what I'm saying about the inverse energy. There's someone like, there's a Japanese movie called The Mask. I don't know what it's called actually. Just look up on Google like Japanese or Chinese. It's like, excuse me, that's like really rude of me. It is an Asian culture thing, or based movie, right? And there's a guy who can change masks like so fast that it leaves the whole audience like with their mouth hanging open a little bit, with their mouth just hanging open, like, how did you do what? Because it's like, ooh, I can't do it obviously, but I'm just trying to tell you. That's number 46, and I feel like that's the rescue of coming apart. It's the way that whatever it is that you're curious about, that's the way that they got away, was with the mask. Okay, they wore a facade, or they're able to present themselves in such a manner that they're untouchable a little bit. And I do mean like out of reach. Okay, there's a lot of different ways that can happen. Could be emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever. This peaks of joy at this is number 33, and I feel like someone's almost playing a game of peekaboo with somebody, or like, now you see me, now you don't. Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's kind of what this is. This little girl has taken the leap, and she's jumping towards a butterfly that is, already kind of ahead of her, but also kind of not. The butterfly's kind of playing with her. She's grinning from ear to ear. And she's she's taken this path. I don't know why I'm seeing this as almost like, if you've ever been to like Cirque du Soleil and you see the aerial dancers that have ribbons or swaths of sheets, or I guess it would be like elastic material, like, right? That they hang upside down and they can do all these flips and all that. That's kind of what this is someone has like almost inverted. With this inverse, it's almost like they've inverted space and time to make it like themselves kind of untouchable. And it doesn't mean that they actually are untouchable. It just means that that's the way it's presenting. And I don't think it gives you maybe a lot of encouragement that you'll be able to replicate that or copy it, or somehow, for some reason, you're not feeling the love in that specific. Show Me Love is a song that was not originally by, dang, I wish I had my phone in here with me. Dang. Anyway, the point is, I don't think that you were kind of encouraging this transformation, whatever has been going on, nor do I think you expected this person to be able to do what they're able to do, like, switch masks that quickly, become a chameleon. It's like a chameleonaire riding dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't expect that flop to happen as quickly as it did. And it did happen that fast because it had to, maybe. I think the curiosity is what killed the cat. Number 33 does have kind of like a theological, smidgen of a theological feel to it, but it's not. It is almost like a religious miracle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it's religious. I don't feel religion coming through here. What I do feel, yeah, look, it's like they were married to a really lucky person or a really unlucky person, and you didn't really think they would ever get out of that, but they did. Or maybe they were really committed to a whole bunch of things that you didn't think was going to take them anywhere, and it did. It's something like that. It's the opposite. It had whatever you saw as a shortcoming is now going to be the saving grace of whatever was going on. Okay. Okay, so this medicine eye came out. It did come out in the reverse. This is with magical shapeshifter, and I am just getting, especially because encouragement is here in the reverse also at the bottom of the deck. That's the part that you don't understand. You're like, this person doesn't even go to the doctor. This person doesn't even take like traditional pharmaceutical prescriptions. This person doesn't even like follow, like they stand out in the rain and like do the rain dance. How did they make the lightning strike exactly when they said um alakazam or whatever? Yeah, okay. It's like a Shazam moment with Black Adam, when he has to like say the words and then like it just happens. That's what this is. It's the goblins not realizing, look, there's a message at the bottom of the deck that just popped out. It's a whole bunch of goons or goblins or people that didn't have any faith in this person. Whoever number 52, excuse me, is, they didn't think that that person had any like attributes to themselves that would lend themselves to higher purposes or to the higher good or to the higher realms of possibility. I don't know why that is coming out like that. It just is. It just is. Okay, blessings has come out, and was technically in the reverse because I flipped it out. This you've been rescued by something. That's kind of the feeling of like the mysticism. You had no clue that this person had like an amazing green thumb or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And they've built this entire treehouse or something like that where they're completely lifted off the ground, secluded from everyone else, growing things like crazy. If you've ever been to the botanical gardens, that's kind of it. It's like the rescue was not something that you saw as being a blessing when it was already happening. I don't know why, but there's story of Noah's Ark. Oh, it's with it's because of this. The lady is standing in the archway, in the doorway there. And it's almost like you didn't even notice, or you thought that the person was kind of foolish. Why would you think God was talking to you? Like, are you okay mentally? Like, do we need to send you to an actual island by yourself or an insane asylum or something? Because you seem like you are a little touched. That's not a blessing in your mind, right? But that's what I'm saying, is that it ended up being the thing that makes them untouchable. I know. I know. That curiosity is a hell of a drug. Anyway, message coming out again. This would be the two parts that you didn't see kind of coming in. The reason I'm saying you didn't see it is because this is the map or the mask map shape. Okay, so someone was like almost holding I don't know if you've seen the Descartes with the man with the hat and the apple in front of his face. You never know who's behind the apple, right? This person is one of those people. It's kind of like a fringe hat wearer. Okay, it's like the capoeira wears the cap in the family. Very well, because they like switch it out. But also on this card, there's a message. Do you see those eyes on the wings of the butterfly? That's the wings that this one has used to navigate up and out throughout the clouds. Has followed this butterfly. Okay? That butterfly is here. So part of the like the circus or the ability to flip and move gracefully, aerially through whatever. I don't know why I'm doing this like I'm swimming. It's almost like being able to the nautical port side and the starboard, right? That's the two sides of the person that you didn't see. You only saw one side of them, whereas they can actually be the captain of their own ship whenever they want to. So you might have not really known that they don't have a ton of boundaries when it comes to the things that limit them. They don't have a ton of boundaries when it comes to the things that are going to stop them from doing things. Like if you were to try to place hurdles in front of this one, she can just fly over it. She's following the butterfly. She can levitate. Okay, like that's basically it. The boundaries here have a lot more to do with the fact that the untouchableness of this little peekaboo game that has been going on. There's something about that was like not that encouraging and ended up being the golden place, right? And that's the top of the mountain. I'm gonna stop pulling from those cards for a moment. Yeah, there's stormy in the upright. I feel like you're almost a little bit emotional about it. I don't think you really saw this. That's what I'm saying. I felt a lot of really actually rather intense inquiry. It's like I'm not saying they're trying to witch hunt or anything, but that's kind of the feeling. It's like crafty. It's like you're almost like, is she levitating because she's possessed? Does she have a harness around her somewhere that just like picked her up off the stage and sent her flying through? Like, you're like, how could she have been at home doing that, at work doing that, in public doing that? There's something about the versatility, vice versa, the maybe the ability to stay secluded on this island with the waterfall. There's something about that almost like it makes you wonder even more. You know how sometimes when you get one question answered, you have 1,000 more? That's more what I'm feeling from these energies. You had your initial curiosity, but you didn't get it quenched. So now you're just like on this sailboat of like, oh, Yahtzee, I got, aha, voila, I know the answer. And then you're like, no, actually, that couldn't be possible. It's almost like ruling out, when you're trying to disprove something or dispel something. That's what I feel from you. You're trying to suss something out. You just really stumped. Okay. Really very discombobulated, flabbergasted,